CARE was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
I have no idea right now.
There's another one. Another plane just hit.
Some people did something. Some people did something. Some people did something.
Trump tells Stephanopoulos, I think I know who was behind 9/11. President Trump says he knows who's behind the September 11th, 2001 attacks, telling ABC News' George Stephanopoulos, Iraq did not knock down the World Trade Center, adding, it was other people, and I think I know who the other people were, and you might also. Nearly 3,000 people died when 19 mostly Saudi terrorists hijacked 4 passenger planes, flying them into the Twin Towers and the Pentagon, while the 4th went down in a Pennsylvania field after passengers allegedly fought back. Astonishingly, the passports of the 3 hijackers were recovered, 2 at the Pennsylvania crash site and 1 from the World Trade Center grounds. While nobody claimed responsibility for the attacks for several months, a NSA and German intelligence reported intercepting communications pointing to an al-Qaeda leader named Osama bin Laden, after which investigators linked the 19 hijackers to the terrorist organization. Now Trump segued from his 9/11 comments into a criticism of America's military intervention in the Middle East, calling it the worst decision made in the history of our country, and describing the region as like quicksand. It was a terrible decision to go into the Middle East. Terrible, said Trump, adding, we're now almost up to $8 trillion spent, and when we want to build a new roadway, a highway, a school, or just something, everyone's always fighting over the money. It's ridiculous. So it was bad decision that we went there. Now Trump had a book come out in January of 2000, which means it would have been written throughout the year of 99 at a minimum. It just goes to show that he somehow had pre-knowledge of the storyline, whether he bought it, he knew people that he got a copy from, the play script, but damn near it seems like he calls it out word for word here. Let's take a listen.
BuzzFeed dug up an old quote from Donald Trump talking about a large-scale terror attack 19 months before 9/11. In his 2000 book, The America We Deserve, Trump wrote, I really am convinced we're in danger of the sort of terrorist attacks that will make the bombing of the 1993 Trade Center look like little kids playing with firecrackers. Trump also mentioned the mastermind of the attack, writing, quote, one day we're told that a shadowy figure with no fixed address named Osama bin Laden is public enemy number 1, and U.S. jet fighters lay waste to his camp in Afghanistan. He escapes back under some rock, and a few news cycles later, it's on to a new enemy and a new crisis.
Trump. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on a second. Mm-hmm. Is this really Trump before 9/11? Have you read this?
It's 2000 in his book.
Are we making this? Did you make this up, Mika?
Nick.
I did.
Did you make this up?
Yeah,
Nick,
exactly.
tell us it's over, right? Because
Will you
he's wrong
stop?
about everything.
Mika, stop. God.
I don't think it's over.
What's that? What's the rage here? Will you stop
No,
picking
it's
on
cute.
him?
I think it's cute.
Well,
go for it.
No, really quickly, though. I mean, so Willie, that was
2000.
In a book he wrote in the year 2000. Yeah.
Well, it was published in 2000. He could have written in 1999 for all we know.
Now this is all very interesting, How did Trump have pre-knowledge to the 9/11 attacks? Trump also came under fire during the 2016 election when he claimed there were people that were cheering on the other side of New Jersey, where you have a large Arab population. They were cheering as the World Trade Center came down. Defending his comments, Trump pointed to a September 18, 2001 Washington Post article, which reads, "In New Jersey City, within hours of the two jetliners plowing into the World Trade Center, law enforcement authorities detained and questioned a number of people who were allegedly seen celebrating the attacks and holding tailgate-style parties on rooftops while they watched the devastation on the other side of the river."
Donald Trump is doubling down on claims he made over the weekend that he saw thousands of Muslim Americans in New Jersey celebrating after the September 11th terror attacks. Trump first made the remarks at a rally Saturday and then stood by them Monday night at an event in Columbus, Ohio.
During a speech recently, I said that I saw in parts of New Jersey, Jersey City, but parts of New Jersey, I saw people getting together and in fairly large numbers celebrating as the World Trade Center was coming down, killing thousands of people, thousands and thousands of people. People are still dying over what happened to the World Trade Center, and they're dying a terrible death. And I saw people, and I saw them on television, and I read about it on the internet, and I read about it. So they said, "Oh, we can't find anything, Mr. Trump." The reporters are calling all day, all night. They want to find out, did Trump make a mistake? So I have some good people. And they checked and they checked. And believe me, it's being cleared off, plenty of stuff. They don't like that, because that's not good for the liberal cause, right? But they don't like it. And lo and behold, I start getting phone calls in my office by the hundreds that they were there and they saw this take place. People. So one of my people comes in. This is a story from the Washington Post on September 18th, a week later, 2001. In Jersey City, within hours of two jetliners plowing into the World Trade Center, law enforcement authorities detained and questioned a number of people who were allegedly seen celebrating the attacks and holding tailgate, you know what that means? Tailgate. That means football games, Ohio State, thousands of people in parking lots, on roofs. Tailgate is a lot of people. Tailgate's not two people. And holding tailgate-style parties on rooftops while they watched the devastation on the other side of the river. Okay? Washington Post. Washington Post. So they've come in, and we've received hundreds of phone calls in my office because it's become sort of a big subject. And they want to try and deny it, but you can't deny it. Many people in this room heard about it, probably saw it. And, you know, the sad part is we're all sort of on the same side. Whether you're liberal or conservative or Democrat or Republican, we're sort of on the same. We want our country to be great again. That's what the whole thing is, right? It really doesn't make sense. But fortunately, somebody in the Washington Post wrote that, and they'll try and deny it. They'll probably say, well, we made a mistake, which I almost like that better. Then I could show you how dishonest they all are. I might like that better. Let them say that. But they'll find some reason to deny it. They'll call it a typo. It was about it was a very long and winding typo. But they'll try and deny it. But I don't think they'll be able to. Not with the smart people, they're not going to be able to.
Was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
So you have no idea right
Oh,
now.
there's another one. Another plane just hit.
Some people did something.
Oh my goodness, there is smoke pouring out of the Pentagon.
Some people did something.
It just flew straight into it.
What does Trump know? When did he find out? How did he get the information? Did he buy it? Did he do a deal for it? Did he make the art of the deal a deal of a lifetime? How did he get the playbook? A former insider here to tell us everything like he's claimed. I'm a former insider, and now those people are mad at me for telling you what they had in store. He said this many a times. We will keep following this story as it develops. Again, I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide. Make sure you're subscribed and share across all social media platforms. We are heavily shadow banned. Thank you.
Some people did something. Some people did something.